at Blogs with Balls with my good friend Ken Fang from Fang's Bites. And Ken, we live like 25 miles from each other, and we go to New York to talk. What's up with that?
Well, it just goes to show the power of Blog with Balls, you know, of getting all these 300 bloggers together here in one location, and here we are.
What have you gotten out of this day? I know personally for me it's a good day to network with people and also learn some things that, you know, we may be able to use at Sports Media Journal, maybe you may be able to use at Fang's Bite. So what are you learning here?
Well, I learned that Neil Best is here from Newsday, who's a person I link to a lot. He's a mainstream media writer who writes about the sports media, but also blogs immensely and has a lot of blogging on his site at newsday.com. So that was what I got out of it. But I also, of course, is the networking and meeting other fellow bloggers who do the same thing as I do.
Now, we do similar things. We both talk about the sports media on our sites, and, you know, I don't feel we compete because there's a lot of things you do a heck of a lot better than I do. I'll be honest with you right now. But one of the things that you try to do with sports media is to provide a lot of information. We at Sports Media Journal, we like to do more stuff like this, trying to find out more about who works in the sports media. For people who don't know about Fang's Bites, what's it about?
Well, what I do, it's like a clearinghouse of information. What I do is get links, and I link to all these newspaper media, sports media writers, and put them on my site. So, like for instance, Neil Best of Newsday, I'll find something from Chris Zelkovich of the Toronto Star in Canada. I'll also look for stuff like in sports business. So, you will see up to as many as 20 to 30 links in one post, and that's what I do.
One of the great things about your site is it's your personal site, and you don't just talk about sports and sports media. You'll talk about some of your favorite TV shows and the like. Does that throw some people for a loop sometimes? Does that follow you, say, for one specific thing, or do they realize, all right, it's Ken being Ken, and he likes Lost, and he likes these other types of things?
I think if you're up front with the readers and tell them, I like 24, I like The Amazing Race, I like Lost, and that's what I'm going to blog about, in addition to sports media, they'll understand. And I've gotten people who like both. I like people who like one, but not the other, and that's fine.
Now, we both live in New England, for people who don't know, and we are a media hotbed in many respects, not only because of fan passion, but also just because of the fact that we are fortunate of being New England sports fans, that all four teams are doing pretty well, and it lends to the media culture. What's different about New England sports media than, say, other parts of the country, other than, say, here in New York?
Well, it's the fact that we're so provincial. We are passionate about the Red Sox, the Patriots, the Celtics, and the Bruins. We are so passionate about that. And then when something else happens, other teams are involved in the championship game, we don't watch. Whereas New York and other markets are interested in seeing who's in the Stanley Cup Finals or who's in the NBA Finals. They'll watch. We, on the other hand, in New England, don't watch. I watch, but other people don't watch. I'm a sports fanatic. I'll watch anything. I'll watch the superstars. I'll watch figure skating. I'll watch anything. I'm such a sports fanatic. But if it doesn't involve, for the average New England sports fan, if it doesn't involve those four teams, professional teams, or their college team, they won't watch it. And that's the way it is.
Well, Ken, let's do more of this, will you?
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.